Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Grin. My name is Wilfred. So this is yet another diary, kind of like a video, a blog on where I am with my character here in Grin. I'm new to the game and having a lot of fun so far. It's really complex, so there's a lot of build option variety that can really blow your mind. But my advice to you is that start somewhere and then read up as you play, and you can adjust accordingly. There's no really big deal to it, but the most important thing is just to start playing. Otherwise, if you study too much, you'll never start another character again, kind of thing. So now I'm going to play a little bit here and also redo my skill and devotion a little bit. So I thought maybe it's a good kind of opportunity to showcase to you how this thing works. Now in terms of my necromancer as well as oculus, I'm still trying to figure out what is good, what is not so good, kind of thing. But it's not that easy to do some theory crafting, because a lot of time it doesn't really tell you what's the attack speed of the certain character is, and so I can't really work out DPS and so on. But anyway, so I foresee that I will redistribute some of these points accordingly. It may not be what it is here, as you can see, because I am going to sort of like rejig the thing a little bit. But having said that, I think there are some curses that I would like to try out, and so that's why I'm going to reset some of the skill to move some of these points over here, so I can do a little bit of cursing as well. Now another thing I discovered is that the hotbar can be toggle, and once you toggle the hotbar, you do not need to have the skill on your hotbar to have it as active. So in other games, for example, if if you say you don't have this one here, you go to toggle, you turn it on, and then you toggle back and it will disappear. Some other game does that, because the moment you don't have it in your hotbar, they kind of disappear. But the good thing about Green Dawn so far I've seen is that you really have that many skill that you could potentially access to. Now I'm not saying that you should, but I'm just saying that there's an option there. So that is really cool. So in view of that, I'm very keen to do a little bit of like a redistribution of my talents a little bit. So the first thing first I would like to do is to remove some of these 2 points here, so as to redistribute to this 2 points here, so I can claim back this 2, right? So so that's done. And so now I have extra 2 points, I can do a curse like that. Alright, so that is I never tried it before. I thought it'd be cool. So that's one thing I'd like to do. Now when it comes to devotion, devotion is pretty complex stuff. I've spent hours on it. I think I spent like 2 hours reading, kind of like online on the tools itself. So there's a tool called Grin tool, and the tool will allow you to sort of like play around with it and do some experiment, because it's rather expensive to shift things around. So all in all, there are multiple tiers to the devotion. If you play Marvel Hero, it's a little bit like the Omega system, the good old one. I think it's good old one. Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to see like which system was it. I got a little bit confused. The one that is a good old days one. So anyway, can go back to the system whereby there's a lot of like points that you can go and like unlock and so on. I think the highest tier for the pet build, and you can actually search for pet as well. So for example, pet. So there are quite a few things that you can do for pet. I'm not going to go through everything here, but ultimately you could have things like I think Dying God is one of the most popular one. I can understand why, but it does come with a cost to health as well. But Dying God kind of give you a huge amount of buff on your on various kind of like skill that you have, like crit and stuff like that. And it's kind of weird, because a lot of time the damage or whatever, it doesn't really make sense, because my character, or at least the way that I see it, I don't really foresee myself doing a lot of vitality or chaos damage at all. So basically they are just looking for some of the very end game kind of note, which is fine. There's no right or wrong answer, I guess. It's just the way that you play. Another one that is kind of interesting could be, I'm not sure how it works, is this guy here, which is if I bind it to one of the minion that's crit and stuff like that, and let's give it a little bit of like debuff and things around it as well. So it could be interesting. Another option, or of course, you could also something like have a taunt, extra taunt, so the pet can go and taunt target and so on, and it's kind of nice. I don't know what end game is like, but it could be rather interesting to open up. And you see a lot of this kind of affinity requirement, a little bit like Infinity Stone when you look at Marvel heroes, is that there are multiple colors to it, so each one of them has different kind of like requirements. So this is a blue and yellow one, and this is the also blue. This is a green and blue, and the other one is the red and blue. So there is multiple ways to look at things, and you know, like I said, I'm not going to go into the deep detail here, but it's kind of very interesting the way that the whole thing is designed. You could actually get lost in it for a long time, but I think all in all, there are a couple of things I really would like to do, regardless of what the what I want to pick is there's something here that I would like to have, because a lot of like very good kind of pad kind of you know, stats to it. And the one that I really want to start is doing this guy here, which is the Shepherd's Call. The good thing about it is that I don't need to use the pet attack as the skill. I can use one of my skill to bind it to it. So how it works, I think we'll see how it goes. I need the 1 point in purple, so so purple, here we come. And you can undo those points in time to come as well. So this is a purple. Start with that. Then after that, you can like have this guy here, pet bonus 8% health, and then you know, cunning, not really health, just a little bit, and then elemental resistance for pet, which is fire, ice, and I think I can't remember what's the third one. Then you have the health and defensive ability. So you have defensive ability, offensive ability, and that is a formula that you against the mob. You know, the differences is to determine how well you're going to hit or crit the person, the mob, and vice versa as well. So then the last one, of course, is this guy here. So I could bind it to Rip Spirit. So every time I do a Rip Spirit, all my pet would just call there and buff all the pets. So that is pretty happy instance of it. I could do a bit more as well. So the other one I'm looking at is the Manticore. Manticore. The Manticore is nice in terms of for my Blight fan. Another one is this guy here, the Bismiel kind of like bonds, which it give me the command as well. So that is interesting. I mean, there are quite a lot of things that is rather interesting that I could look into, but of course all these like a requirement on what I can do and so on. So I could actually use things like the Jekyll as well. It's on red. So there's quite a lot of like options here. Like I said, I'm not going to all the stuff here, but the nitty gritty here. But I do need to like you know, this is a 4 red and 6 green. So this one is 4 red and 6 green. So there are things that you can get more red here, more green here, and you get a bit of red here. So yep, there's like I said, I mean, you can get lost in here just by playing around with all these like you know, possibilities that out there. Maybe while I'm on it, I may just want to do a little bit like yeah, maybe I just do one more for you guys. And this is Jekyll. Jekyll is kind of nice. 6 of them, I think I can do it. This one can bind to my Hellhound because it does fire, so you can do like that. And the chaos resistance and fire damage, and this one will give me the Hellhound. So for example, this one will then tie to that. And the next bit of it, of course, I'll be looking into open up the Jekyll here, and then further I could start to do my Manticore, and and this guy, the Bismel Bond. So I just need a bit more poison, a bit more green, a bit more red. So yeah, fun time, a lot of good stuff here. So that's it. So that should overall give me a rather interesting kind of like a gameplay. So I could I can open with the what should I do with it? So I can do a frailty first instead. So this is the where's the curse of frailty. So there's curse, and then I do this guy here. So yeah, but I don't really need a pet kind of thing, but I just put it here. Yeah, just in case. All right, so the yeah, all right. So I think this is a rather interesting build, and okay. So I need to summon all my pets here. So I got like the bird, the dog, the skeleton, as well as the golem or the blight fan. Alright, so now just play a little bit, nothing too taxing. The main thing is just the video, just to showcase to you I'm still playing. Sometimes I do stop after a while, just my bad habit. And I'm supposed to go north here, so I'm just going to go north here. It was really tough. This place here is really tough. So to just showcase to you how it works, I mean, you could actually do like... Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward. I mean, doing pretty well. All this guy here. So I could go north. By the way, this place here was bloody evil. It was very hard. There's a lot of like, you see all this like little green thing on the floor. It's just so hard. It's extremely hard. So anyway, now going back to the base here. I need to go north, so I'll explore some new area here with you guys. Beautiful base, by the way. I mean, I don't know how they build this guy here, man. It's just like outrageously beautiful. It's one of those things. It's crazy. Think about it. So alright. So yeah, this veteran, by the way, is hard. It's a bit harder, of course. And it's a matter of you know, the looking at. I mean, it's just a matter of exploration. There's day and night cycle as well. See, it's veteran. It's fun time. I like it a little bit tough, just to, you know, keep me on the toe. Otherwise, I may fall asleep like while playing this. You know, normal mode seems a bit hard, but at normal mode seems a bit easy. You know, the veteran actually is very hard. Well, it's harder, especially when it comes to the elite or the bosses or heroes. So, see, beautiful stuff here. Yeah. So these are all components that you can use to you can use to craft as well. There's a lot of crafting in this game, and yeah, I haven't really got to that far yet. But you know, once I get a hang of it, I'll probably show you guys a little bit more on the on the part on the. Ooh. Yeah. So the pet build is kind of like it's interesting. And the other thing I've learned is that you know, this two shade of red here that I've always been talking about is the constitution. So every time you take damage, your constitution go down. When you get out of battle for 2.5 seconds, then you replenish your health very rapidly. But when your constitution go all the way to 0, then you can't do it. You have to use the potion to keep replenishing. So yeah, I mean, that is the. I think, you know, I know there's a big update coming up, and it will be really helpful once the big update comes up, because I can't really see the mob underneath the trees, and it makes it a little bit harder as well. A little bit harder to see the mob underneath the trees, and yep. So there's some like and I kind of like the exploration. So this is not really a you know, like in Diablo, you're so used to just skipping all the mobs, or maybe I should skip all the mobs, I don't know, but I'm kind of having fun just to kill off everything I see as well, and the seal of binding. So sometimes there are houses, and there may be some treasure, and this time round, nope. Alright, and you can see the, wait, hang on a second, how do I see the map here? The map is, I'm trying to see which button I've mapped it to. Nope, no, not this one. Yep, this is the button that I mapped to a map. I tend to use a map a lot. Yeah, so you can see with the curse is a lot better. I mean, I haven't tried curse before, but I kind of liked it the way that I could command my pet with just the ability. So it's a lot of really smart thing that this game does. It's really smart. So they bind the odd man and R skill on top of an R skill through the devotion. I thought that was really brilliant. I mean, I haven't really seen you know, kind of like games that does it that well, I would say. So it is a very, very fun game so far, and I'm pretty sure it will continue to be so. So now, where is this place? This does look quite interesting, leading me all the way up, and sometimes there's something here, maybe not. And I got this like wow. Oh, this is the crypt that I need to go into. So I've kind of funny thing about Grim Dawn is a little bit of like World of Warcraft, come like Diablo, come Path of Exile, come many things, because in World of Warcraft there's fashion, right? I mean, I think some of you guys must have played the fashion whereby you have to align to one, whereby you don't align to another one. So so this is one of those that are aligned to this guy here. This is
May the specter of death guard your path.
Yeah, so I align to this guy here, and I have quests, I have a reputation, I have the loot from this guy. But you know, once you align to one faction, you can't align to another one, or the other one who don't like you. So kind of so that's nice. And the all right, okay, that's fine. So yep, then I've got like, you know, quests to do and so on, and there are like, this is the whole new area. You can pick up the journal, you can read as well. I mean, you know, things that you could like read up a little bit on the journal itself, give you XP if you do that. So there's a lot of like really cool thing here. You can buy things. I suppose you can buy things here as well. Like now I don't need to buy things. I need to sell things here. But yeah, and the yep. You know, I know a lot of some of the video out there saying that you should just not you do a loot filter to throw away things that, like, you know, yellow, you probably don't need to see anymore. I sort of like I think if you have time, why not just take the magic as well, because a lot of my items are kind of yellow, but they are pretty good yellow. Sometimes I do find things that are bonus to the pet that is really nice. I can only find it in yellow kind of things. So so I'll check everything, but not necessarily the you know, there's a lot of really cool things here for the necromancer, the pet build, and the this guy is locked here. So there's a lot of exploration, and now I know where it is. So I will come back here again when I get round to doing it. So I'll just head out again to just check out what's out there. I mean, first time seeing it. So for my mental reference, it is somewhere near the Portal Sorrow's Bastion's Rift. So that is the one that is for my fraction. Very good. Just play a little bit more. And this guy, wow, what are these, man? These are like these are like, you know, could be my friends in future once they get to like me. Maybe now they are just like yellow to me. So they are not that liking me, maybe. It's a bit of World of Warcraft. Many, you know, it's kind of weird when I play this game. I kind of get reminded that it's like a World of Warcraft kind of game, which is of course a good thing. It's a compliment, because, you know, World of Warcraft has always been one of my favorite game of all time. And the all right, some this guy here, and the okay, so let's see what happened. Ooh, there are some mobs here. How come there's some loot here for me without me doing anything? Isn't it wonderful? Wow, these are all like Alright, so go over there. Oh, this is a part where I need to save someone. Okay, there's a quest here for me to find the captured farmers in the Blood Grove. So I need to find the farmers. So I do one quest here. Wow, why some of them like this is a very confusing. Some of them, I don't even know which one is my friend, which one is not. Oh, this is the opposing faction, by the way. The one that I chosen to not align. So yeah, I mean, it's just like World of Warcraft. It's insane. Think about it. So yeah. Okay, so there is a star there. Maybe it's to. It could be the quest. It could be the boss. and the I think it's the remain of the farmer, maybe. I don't know what happened. Okay, oh, okay. Okay, fine, I just collect stuff. It's very nice. The whole environment is a little bit misty, so I just stay back and curse. I can do that. It's like playing Rathma. It is exactly like playing. Somehow it remind me of the Diablo as well. So food ration is the one that replenish all my constitution, like the vital. I think it's called vital essence. It does that too. Wow, there are a lot of like bullet. I am trained in Diablo. I can dodge bullet. It's a little bit hard to see. So many trees around me. It's a bit hard to see, and it's a bit dark as well. So there's some note. So that's done. Food potion, ration, and yeah, and my bird kind of heal as well. It's kind of nice. So all right. So I just need a bit more. It's very nice. The music is kind of exciting as well. Whoa! Something is not right. These are like, oh, this is a boss. Let me buff my pet, resummon my skeleton. Whoa, that's done. Lovely. So oh, wait, hang on a second. Was it blood that I saw? Let me see. Yeah, this is good because I can use it to craft the skeleton key. So if you recall, I failed at one of the dungeon. It was a roguelike dungeon, and you know, I know that, you know, some of you are very encouraging and say that, well, don't worry. I mean, it was really hard kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, but the thing is that if I retry, I need to go and somehow recraft the key, and it's yeah, it costs material. Whoa.
That skill's not ready.
So that's done. So now I'm done, and I just need to bring back the insignia back, bring it back to the base, and the base is here. All right. So I was told that you don't need to go through that. You can just do the map and teleport from there. So with that said, I think I'll just this is the end of the video. Normally, what I'll do is that I'll come over here, try to sell some stuff. So let me just go through this process with you to see. Ooh, these are pet damage. To all damage. Offensive ability is the one that can help you up the crit if so you wish to. No, what am I talking about? So anyway, rewind. The item in inventory is crap. All right. Okay. None of this is good for my build so far. And oops, what have I sold? Yep. So these are done. This yeah. So it does take a while and a little bit of patience, but somehow it does pay off because you do find some of the interesting kind of gear in the most unexpected places. Like, ooh, that's yellow, but then it buffed the pet in a great deal. So yeah, why not I do that? So all right. Fun, and the I don't use gun. This is a two-hand axe. Mine is, I think it's better. Unless it's a pet stat. I think I'll prioritize towards a pet stat if I find any, but it's kind of hard to find your two-hand with the pet stat. So that is done. What I'll do is I'll just rearrange things accordingly. Right, so that is that's all the item I need. And then I'll pop by the somewhere to return the. Right, So I just need to return the stuff, and I'll pop by my stash, just pump my everything back here first, and this the yep. So that is the one, and that is a quest. Yeah, so that will give me a bit of like iron as well, a bit of reputation. Yeah, so that is it. That is the Green Dawn. I hope you guys have fun. Certainly, it's still a lot of fun for me, and I'll look forward to more exciting videos for you guys, share with you guys. As and when I discover more on devotion, more on skill, and so on, I will do a little bit of mathematics behind it if I can. And as always, welcome your tips, and see you next time. Goodbye.